Well, hello and welcome back to Funny McGee Jones. Today, y'all, we are doing a cash stuffing of my cash envelopes for the last 2 weeks of November. Can you believe we're at the last 2 weeks of November and Thanksgiving is like next week? It's insane. Stay tuned. Welcome back. As I said, we are cash stuffing my cash envelopes for the last 2 weeks of November, and we're going to do something a little bit different. If you see from the channel, see from the title, I'm going to be adding in some sip and chat questions from our lovely budgeting April, who is always on point with the great content and the great suggestions of bringing our community together and getting us to support each other. Shout outs to you, April, for coming up with this idea. I think it's a great idea. And as you know, I am burning a candle, and I'm burning the one that I said that I did not smell anything from. This is white t-shirt, and actually it's not bad, y'all. It's a little bit more perfumey than not, and I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not quite sure why they determined that was what is a white t-shirt. That's what a white t-shirt smells like, but it actually smells very good. It's not on one of my top tiers, but because I had such low expectations, it's coming through. It's proving itself to be quite fragrant and quite pleasant. So there you go. White t-shirt. I don't even know if I can tell you what it smells like. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a little bit musky. It's a little bit musk, and it's fragrant. I don't know how to do these descriptions, but I like it. So anyway, let's get to counting the money. Today we're stuffing $350 into my cash envelope. So we're gonna go ahead and try this again this week without a calculator. So let's do it. So we got 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 290, 210, 220, 230, 235, 240, 245, 200. Wait a minute, I feel like I counted this wrong. Hold on. 100, 150, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300. There we go. That's what it was on. 300, 310, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, 48, 49, 50. $350. And they almost got me. The numbers almost got me, but they didn't, y'all. So how are you all doing? Next week is Thanksgiving, which is kind of crazy because really, August was like yesterday. And so I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I don't know if we're some kind of time-space continuum. I don't know what's happening, but time is like flying by. And I can't believe we're in the last part of November. And it's actually going to try to snow today here in New York. And I'm just like, what is up with that? So, yeah, it's cold. I had to wear a jacket and everything. It's getting there, y'all. So, yeah, I'm actually enjoying the fall. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, I can't complain. I know I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm really not. I'm kind of enjoying the fall, being all cozy with the candles and the drinks. Oh, today for our sip and chat, our holiday sip and chat, I have, this is a concoction I made, and the ice is melted, so it's a little watered down, but it is pineapple juice with wine and a little seltzer. So it's kind of like I'm going to call it an autumn spritzer, but it's quite delicious. It's a little tropical, but I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's what I made for myself. I could have made a hot chocolate, but I didn't. So in the next sip and chat, I'll probably have something different, but we're gonna go with that for now. That's what I had on hand. I didn't go out and buy anything special. That's what I had on hand, so that's why I made a little concoction. So we're gonna start with our cash envelopes. And y'all, I'm happy to report my Con Ed bill was only $103 this month. So we're putting just $28 in here because I thought it was going to be $150. And yeah, it's so much less than that. So I only had to put $28 in here to fund this. So there we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 102, 103. I'm so excited about this, y'all. So excited. I can't even tell you. And I keep saying I'm going to buy my fans. Oh, I'm putting this in the wrong envelope. Keep saying I'm going to buy my fans, but it's becoming very necessary because the heat is cranking up and I'm actually getting quite warm in my apartment. So even though it's below 40 outside, it's getting quite warm in this apartment because they don't want us complaining about the heat. And it's like, we're going to turn this puppy up because y'all ain't going to be complaining to us that we don't give you enough heat. So here. So here we go. And Dollar Tree, we're putting $4. And I went into Dollar Tree and I was very good. I did not buy all the Christmas decor that I saw and I wanted. I went in there, I was very strategic and bought what I needed and got out. I still overspent though. So what are you going to do? Eating out. As I said in a previous video, we're going to start funding eating out appropriately. So we're putting $86 into eating out for this 50, 70, 80, 5, and 86. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm still recording. Yes, I'm still recording. So I have to check because I recorded, full disclosure, I already recorded this video once and it did not record. I thought I was recording, it did not record. So I had to do this all over again, you guys. Okay, so this money is already eaten, meaning that I've already spent this money on food, but I haven't unstuffed it. So we will unstuff it at the end of the month, my reconciliation. But we'll say for now we have 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 92, 94, 95, $96 in eating out, which most of it is already eaten. So there you go. Let's see. In groceries. Now, I don't know if I told you, but I did a Costco haul and I was very good there too because you know you can go to Costco and say I'm only going to spend $50 and get in and get out and you end up spending $350. I did not do that because a couple reasons. I live about 15 minutes from my Costco. We're going to put $180 in here. I live about 15 minutes from my Costco and it's a 15-minute walk, not a drive. And what was it? 150, 70, 80. And I carry my stuff back. You know, I did a little walking. It was a nice day. It was actually a really nice day. It was warm outside. So when I went, it was a couple weekends ago. And so I carry my stuff back. So that helps me to stay on budget because I have to carry back whatever I buy. And then I have to take it up 4 flights of stairs to my apartment. So I wasn't going to go whole hog on there. I put a lot of stuff back because I was like, this is going to be too heavy. This is going to be too heavy. Like I had to decide whether I wanted to get hand soap versus dish soap because both of those are very heavy. And then we still have dish soap left. So I got the hand soap and I'll get this dish soap on another run. But yeah, it was getting, it kept me on point. And it was great going to the cashier and not thinking you only spent like $50 and then you go to the cashier and she goes, oh, your card is expired. That's going to be another $66. And you're like, ah! And you end up paying for the expired card because you're not going to take what you stood in line and purchased and picked out back. You're going to buy it. So I was prepared to that. I don't know if you guys remember in one of my sinking funds video, I still had my Costco thing there because I hadn't hit my credit card yet. And so I was very happy to have that money available. So when she came to me and said, hey, your Costco card expired, I'm like, bam, I got you. So there you go. Anyway, I'm talking a lot. I'm very chatty here. So we're at 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 12, 13. $213. Most of this is probably already spent, but we will again reconcile this at the end of the month when I do my cash on stuffing. So let's take a pause here. And since I've been chatty, let's have a sip of my autumn spritzer, which is really quite delicious. And let's do a sip and chat question. So April gave us 3 questions here. And the first question is, give us a back in the day Christmas story. And I have a couple here. They both involve my dad and my mom getting annoyed at my dad because my dad's a little bit of a trickster. And my mom, you know, she's usually cool and she rolls with it, but these two particular times, my mom was not having it. So, one of the ones that I think I want to tell is the one that created a tradition in our family, and we still do it to this day, is it was, I think I was around 8, so it was a long time ago. Back in the day, my dad would, my mom had told my dad, we need to get the Christmas tree, put up the Christmas tree, let's put up the Christmas tree. And she told him 2 weeks before Christmas, let's get the Christmas tree and put it up. For 2 weeks, my dad's like, yeah, I'll do it. I got to take care of it. I'm going to get the tree. And for 2 weeks, he would come home from work and he wouldn't have the tree. And so for 2 weeks, Mom was like, you know, the first couple weeks, you know, oh, you'll get the tree? Don't forget the tree. Don't forget it. And he's like, yeah, I got it. And so this went on for 2 weeks up until Christmas Eve. So my mom had taken out all the decorations ready for my dad to come home, knowing that he was going to come home with a Christmas tree when he came home from work around 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve. Just knew he was going to bring a tree in that house. He came home. There was nothing. My mom was heated. And me and my sister sitting over there going, ooh, you in trouble. We just kind of sit there. And she's like, I told you for 2 weeks, my Christmas tree. My dad's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. We can still get a tree. Ain't nothing with me. My sister's like, we ain't having a tree. This is not going to happen. So my dad piled me and my sister in the car. My sister's like 9 years older than me. So if I was 8, she was like 17. And my sister's like, I'm looking at her like, So we're driving. We drove to like a couple Christmas tree lots. 2 of them, the guys were like pretty much almost packed up, because by the time that we had gotten outside and started looking for Christmas trees, it was like 7:30 or so. And you know, it's Christmas Eve. People want to go home. They want to celebrate their families, and they packing up all their remnants of Christmas trees and wreaths and putting, you know, packing them in the truck or whatever they do. And I'm thinking, yeah, we really are not going to get a tree. So the third place we went to, the guy was just starting to pack up. So he was starting to load his trees, or him and his people were starting to load their stuff up. And so my dad goes up to the guy, and, you know, we pick out a tree from all the leftover, runned-over trees. You know, these trees are crooked. They looking kind of, you know, they lean into the side, and, you know, the whole side is missing. But we did manage to find a tree that looked decent. It was leaning. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't perfect. It was leaning. But we managed to find a tree that was decent. And so my dad went to go find the guy and said, how much for this tree? And he's like, I think he said something like $30. And my dad's like, are you serious? It's Christmas Eve, man. What are you doing? And so they kind of went back and forth. And my dad ended up getting that tree for like $5. Because the guy knew, it's like nobody else was coming. He wanted to go home. My dad wanted a tree. It was like, I don't know what was said, but my dad ended up getting that tree for $5. And my dad, I think, tipped him probably another $10, because my dad was a very good tipper. So he probably got the tree for like $15. Yeah, we get home. And my mom was shocked, because she didn't think we were going to come out with anything. So we get the tree home and we decorate it. And that started a tradition of us always getting our tree on Christmas Eve. Now, granted, after that Christmas, we made sure that we went earlier in the day to get our Christmas tree, but we started getting our tree because my dad came home. When he came home with the tree, and he goes, look at this tree. Look at this great tree I got. You rushing me to go get a tree? You got to wait for these things. I got this great tree for like $15. And my mom, me and my sister look at my mom. My mom's like, She goes, it's leaning and it's this and that, but it actually turned out to be a pretty decent tree once we spruced it up and, you know, gave it some love and some water and all this other stuff. But anyway, so that started a tradition of us getting our tree on Christmas Eve and decorating on Christmas Eve. And so even when we transitioned to artificial trees, which was like one of my late teens, we still decorate our Christmas on Christmas Eve to this day. So that started a tradition that was a back in day story that started a tradition that we still keep to this day. So there you go. There's a back in the day story for you all. And we are stuffing, what are we stuffing? Household next. So household is getting $14. And I think I did some damage here, but I don't remember. So we're going to put $14 in here because this envelope is empty. So, what do you guys do? I know there's a lot of people out there that were just horrified by that whole story of me our family getting a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve and decorating our Christmas Eve, because I know some of y'all already got your Christmas trees up. So, what do you usually like to get or do you wait to the last minute to get your Christmas tree? Are you an artificial tree person, so it's not even relevant? Or do you like to get your Christmas your Christmas decorations up way in advance? Let me know in the comments. What do you like to do? Miscellaneous is getting $5. And also, I got to start cooking this weekend. I don't have to cook a lot because I'm not hosting, but I do bring the macaroni and cheese. I'm the macaroni and cheese person, and I'm kind of craving cannolis this year, so I might bring some really good cannoli. But I don't know, for some reason I'm craving cannolis, so I'm gonna bring cannolis as a dessert and some macaroni and cheese. And yeah, so I'm gonna cook that this weekend. Let it sit in the freezer, and let the flavors marinate. It's so good. I think most dishes, if most stews and chilies and stuff like that, if you cook them the day before you're supposed to eat them and let them marinate in the refrigerator or the freezer or whatever you put them, they taste so amazing a couple days later. That's just my opinion. You guys think so? Let me know in the comments. So before we do our final stuffing for the day, which is my rollover, I'm going to answer the second question on April's list. There's actually 3 questions here, and maybe you can help me out with the third one, because I couldn't think of an answer for this one. But we're going to, the third one was compare your family to a TV family for the holidays. Now, I couldn't think of a family that my family compared to, but based on the story that I just told you, the limited information I just gave you, let me know if you think that if you can think of a family you think my family compares to. Okay, I'm back. I had to make sure that I was recording because I don't want to take this again. Okay, so based on the story that I just told you about the whole, my dad getting the Christmas tree late and he's a prankster, and my mom getting annoyed at him for not getting the tree kind of thing, and me and my sister like, ooh. Based on that whole story, is there a family that y'all can think of that we might compare to? Because I know I'm gonna get myself in trouble by saying this, but I like Christmas movies during the holidays, but I'm not a person that constantly binges Christmas movies during the holidays. I may watch 1 or 2, but it's not, I mean, I don't binge watch Christmas movies, and I know some people are just completely horrified by that, but it is what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. The question I was gonna answer was, what is your favorite charity of choice for the holidays? I think it's for the holidays, but I'm going to mention one that I know of through work that I donate to for the holidays, and that is Sanctuaries for Families. And basically what it is it's a charity that does outreach and helps women who find themselves homeless with children, or women who are leaving difficult or abusive situations, and help them, counsel them to transition to a better situation for them and their children. And basically what they do during the holidays is they send you a couple different profiles of different families. So you get the story of in the background of the mother and her children, and what situation they came from, and what they're trying to get to. And each member of the family will give you their wish list. And it's kind of cool because, it's like you look on the wish list, and it's they have toys and, Nintendo, and sometimes some really cool sneakers or something like that. But they also have very practical stuff like a new coat, or, a new pair of gloves or a hat. And it's kind of cool to, go out shopping for these families and give them something that maybe in the situation that they were leaving, they just had to just get up whatever they had and leave. And so it's really kind of cool to give these people the things on their wish list, so they can kind of have a nice Christmas and celebrate the holiday, and you get back the best thank you notes and pictures and stuff like that. It's really kind of cool. So so that's a good charity that I'll put it on the screen, and I'll put a link in the description of what that charity is. And I don't know if they're I know they're here in New York. I don't know if they're across the US, but if they are, you can donate during the holidays. So finally, we're going to be stuffing my rollover. And if I counted right, we should have $33. And I did count right because we have 20, 30, 32, $33. So we're going to be putting into my rollover. And y'all, I know I was going to say, I said I was going to wait till the end of the year and then stuff this into my sinking funds, but I'm not going to wait. I'm breaking my rules, and because they're my rules, I can break them. I'm going to go ahead and divvy this up between my savings challenges and my sinking funds for this pay period, and I'm going to go ahead and stuff this now. So we're going to see how much we have in here. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 102, 104, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110. So I have $110 that I'm going to divide between what I put in my sinking funds and my cash envelopes, which will be the next videos coming up. I may combine that video instead of separating them this time, but we will see. And yeah, so we're going to start this anew in December. And I'll make a decision then whether I should just stuff it at the end of the month or wait to the end of the quarter. I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much it with my cash envelopes. That was a very chatty stuffing. And we're going to have another sip of my autumn spritzer here. With my melted ice, even though it still tastes delicious. I don't know. I feel like, you know when you talk a lot and you get this feeling in your mouth that you talked a lot. I know that sounds weird, but I feel like I just talked a lot. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stay tuned for the next, what is this sticking out of here? Anyway, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you stay tuned for the next cash stuffing, which will be my sinking funds or my savings challenges or just my sinking funds. I haven't decided yet. It's all up in the air. Who knows? So I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you then. And don't forget, hashtag, let's do this. Hashtag TV Holiday Family. That's the hashtag to leave in the comments, and comment based on the story I told, what family do you think my family would compare to on a TV and or movie? Okay, so I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you later. And I hope you're prepping for the holiday or prepping to eat for the holiday if you're not hosting and you're visiting. I will see you soon. See you next one. Take care. Bye.